Have you ever met someone who you feel like you were just meant to meet them, and then you meet them, you get to know them, you share stories, and you're like, whoa, this was like, we were meant to meet each other. We were meant to have this conversation. I oftentimes say that I have gone to places and I've done certain things because it just felt like I was meant to do it. I just felt called to it. I know that sounds strange, but recently I had someone else say that about meeting me, and I was like, whoa, this happens for other people too. So the other day was doing I was a part of a sound ceremony with Sacred Ally, with Sarah and Peter, put on this wonderful sound journey. It was so magical. And afterwards, some people just leave, some people tend to stay and chat. Well, this one woman, she just kept meeting people, and I was one of them. We were introduced, and she started talking about how she wants to build a sustainable farm and all sorts of other ideas. And I was like, wow, I have so many ideas about that. I've been talking about this for a while with close friends and family and sometimes strangers like this woman, where I would love to build like eco villages or sustainable, like fully sustainable villages, communities where you live, but then there's also housing for people to travel, for me to go to another eco village in, say, Bali, or for someone from Bali to come to ours. And like, you all contribute when you're there. You're farming, or you're offering courses, or helping with like the water systems, or whatever your kind of specialty is. You give back to the community and be a part of the community. And so I just said, oh, I have so many ideas about that. And she's like, okay. And she went home, and I got a text about an hour later. She's like, I really feel like we need to meet. Do you have time tomorrow? And I do have time right now. It's weird. It's like I have all the time in the world and no time at the same time. So I made time to meet with her, and we had the most amazing conversation. Just learning about her story and her struggles and what she's been through, where she's been, how she got to where she is now versus, what got her to that moment. And she said, I just had this feeling like I really needed to meet with you. And I was like, yes, I see it now. I see it, because your story needs to be heard. Your story needs to be told. And of course, I've said this to several people this year, but I'm like, you need to get on YouTube and start a channel. And I really hope she does, because her story is very important. I think it could help a lot of people. I think her vision of, a sustainable farm and things like that could really help a lot of people and give people a place to go who need that refuge, and then also to just be a helping hand, a part of the community, someone who you just get up every day and you work on the farm, and you hang with other people in the community, and yeah, just live on this earth and be one with the earth. It sounds so corny, but it feels like that's the direction, at least I feel, that we should be going, is more in-person events, more in-person communities, and obviously, finding your people on the internet and globally through all these social media outlets that we have, and then coming together and building some big dreams. So anyway, I thought that it was very beautiful that she was like, I feel like I was called to speak more to you and to learn more from you. And actually, she didn't say learn more, but to speak more to me. And I just think we had the most wonderful conversation, the most wonderful connection. It's amazing how being able to spend 1 hour with someone who has similar ideas to you, has similar experiences to you, and also you just feel it click. It's not even the verbal part of it too. It's just the energetic part of being with someone who you feel that like, yes, you feel that full body, yes, this is someone that I connect with. And also in those situations, just to talk about the opposite, is having those people you meet that are a full body no, and listening to that and being okay with that. And sometimes you don't even need to know why. It could just be where they're at in their life in that moment is just a no. And I've heard stories of people meeting that same person years later, months later, and it's like a full body yes. And it's just because we're all in different areas of our lives at different moments, and we're all putting out different energies at different moments. And this woman just like, again, before even having a conversation with her, just the energetics of herself was such a yes, I need to get to know you. I want to hear your story. I want to help you in any way I can with like this vision of yours, this dream. And I'm just so grateful, and I hope that more and more people like her start sharing their stories on YouTube and talk about what we've been through, because it's so nice to finally meet people who, it's not necessarily that the struggles are the same, but it's like coming out the other side of it and realizing, how much we need each other and how much community matters, and being able to just, share the love, share the light. And be one with earth. I know it sounds corny, but it's feeling like so much of my time the past 6 months has been about, how can we make this sustainable? How can we make this beneficial for the indigenous? How can we make this, how can we leave a smaller footprint or no footprint at all? I know I'm rambling right now, so I really appreciate you staying on this long and staying with me during this. I'm gonna drop Sacred Allies information in the description below. I'm really hoping they put some sound journeys and things up on their YouTube channel. You should check it out. It's so amazing. It's so amazing. And hopefully one day, this wonderful woman that I met, if she gets her story out, I will definitely start linking her channel in my description, because you gotta hear her story. It's amazing. And we'll see about this sustainable living and building communities. I feel like that's kind of in my vision right now. So I'll keep you posted on where that goes. So thanks for being here today. I super appreciate it. And that's my story. Bye.